Hello, BookTube. I'm coming to you with a massive book haul. But before I get started, you want to see my new tree topper? I got a lot of Star Trek ornaments. I like this to top the tree. I'm not sure how to do that, but zoom out all that. But anyhow, so yeah, I was excited about that. She found that for me today. But she has a friend who called her up and says, "Hey, have you been to the thrift store in such and such a spot?" She goes, "No." She goes, "Oh, they got a bunch of old books." And boy, did they. Unfortunately, a lot of them were badly damaged. Broken boards. Most of them were from the late 1800s. But I did dig through box after box. And I gave him $25 for what I got. And there was things there that I saw, like some of Prescott's works, and marbled, and it just broke my heart to see the condition of some of them. And some of them looked like they had a little bit of fire damage. But I managed to find some stuff here. It's going to take a little longer than normal here. I'm actually going to pull out a chair so I can pile some of these up. The first thing I found is set. And I think I'm missing one, but I can hunt it down, so I'm fine with that. And they look like this. And there's 24 of them here, and there's supposed to be 25. This is the Author's National Edition, The Writings of Mark Twain. And you get a little, obviously that's not he didn't do that personally. Well, he did, but it was reproduced.
Who are you?
So this is Innocents Abroad. This, the same edition. Number 2 is a little hard to handle here. You get a hold of one. This one is Innocents Abroad, the second part. They may have images in the middle of that. Oh yeah, they do. So this was quite a set when somebody bought it. I'm trying to keep these in order. It took me a while because they don't put the number on the outside. So this is volume 4. So it looks like what I'm missing is volume 3. So I'll be able to track that down. Volume 4 is A Tramp Abroad. And these are, let me get a date for you. These are 1879, 1899, and 1907. So this is 1907 collection. I've seen that there's other. There's a green limited edition set that's worth quite a bit of money. Because this is Following the Equator. So I need to remember that. Volume 3 is the one I'm missing. This is the second part of Following the Equator. And we have here Roughing It. How's that picture there? Pretty cool, huh? That's Mark Twain. Now I may go back to those boxes of books. There was boxes everywhere. And be able to find it. The missing volume. Here's the second part. And then Life on the Mississippi, very famous work. I was so excited to find this. So yeah, it cost me $25 for everything you're going to see here. So pretty good deal. This is The Gilded Age. This will also be in 2 volumes. There you go. I think I'll dump. What the heck's that? I'll figure it out later. And then, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, holding the cat. Bet the cat's not all that happy about that. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Pudd'nhead Wilson. The Prince and the Pauper. Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. Personal Recollections of Joan of Arc in 2 volumes, so there's volume 1. And there's volume 2. And we got a lot more good stuff coming besides this Mark Twain set. Here's Sketches, New and Old. And Tom Sawyer Abroad, Tom Sawyer Detective, and Other Stories. There was a lot of Walter Scott there, and it was just so broken up. I grabbed a couple, but here's American Claimant and Other Stories and Sketches. This chair is getting overloaded here. How to Tell a Story and Other Essays. And The Man That Corrupted Hadleysburg and Other Essays and Stories. And The $30,000 Bequest and Other Stories. And then finally on this set, Christian Science with notes containing corrections to date. Look at that picture. So yeah, that I'm not going to do a Steve Pyramid with that. I don't think I could even hold it. So shift the beer over here. So there's a lot more to come. So I'm already almost 8 minutes into this. For me, one of the best finds of the day, my wife found this actually, is The World Crisis by Winston Spencer Churchill. And it's a 1-volume edition, which is nice. It's pretty heavy. Let me see here. And this is first The World Crisis by the Right Honorable Winston S. Churchill, C.H., First Lord of the Admiralty, 1911 to 1915. This is New York, Charles Scribner's and Son, 1949. And I'm going to do this here with try to prevent damage. I want you to see the maps, and it's just loaded with these maps. So a nice 1-volume edition. I've got tons of Churchill here. I don't know if you see it. That big long set there is all his biography. And then up over on here, I have tons and tons of Churchill. So I'm thrilled to have this. I have read it. Well, I got some other sets here, so I'm going to do some individual. Then I accidentally grabbed this one, and this is another Mark Twain, Recollections of the Joan of Arc, but this is Harper and Brothers Publishers, New York and London, and this is, let's see, 1924. So I'll keep it. It's a repeat, but I wouldn't have grabbed it if I'd known. But. And then here, this green thing is not very attractive, but it is pretty neat. It says Within the Gates, a play with 4 scenes in the London Park by Sean O'Casey, New York, the Macmillan Company, 1934. So happy to have this. Got some of these, there was more of these. I could have grabbed a lot more of these. And these are, I've got so many of them. This is Modern Library. This is Man's Fate by Andre Malraux. No dust jacket on this, but I didn't pay much for it, so I'm glad to have it. When was this one? This is 1934, so I got this one. I got the Mayor of Casterbridge by Thomas Hardy. Again, no dust jacket. I usually get these with dust jackets, but in this case it's fine. Got a little map. and this is 1950. And then the last one I think of them that I grabbed is Paul Graves and the Golden Treasury. And in the back it has the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. And I don't know why. And this one I actually sort of like this. Somebody wrote in here. Look how they wrote. Isn't that amazing? It's perfectly legible and just amazing. I'm looking forward to reading what it says. Then I got this little The Prime Minister by Anthony Trollope. A little Oxford thing. Fits right into the hand. I would have loved it if there had been more of these. So, Geoffrey Cumberledge, Oxford University Press, London. And when did this come out? This, World Classics, 1951. Nice little volume there. We'll do another set. So then I got these Goethe works. They all look pretty much like this. Little gold. This one here is the poems. These are called the People's Edition, edited and revised by Dr. F.H. Hedge and Professor L. Noah. This is Boston, S.E. Casino and Company Publishers, 1882. And they have a whole bunch of people who are doing the translations on this one. And then we've got the same set, People's Edition again. Gold seems to have gone away on this one, and it will on several of them, but yeah, one of them will be gold. So we know what it looked like. If I can open it up here. This is the autobiography of Goethe, Truth and Fiction, Relating to My Life, from the German by John Oxenford, Esquire, Volume 1, New York, Thomas Y. Crow and Company, 1882. And then the same set, again with the gold missing. None of the other ones have gold. There's another one after this. And this one is The Sorrows of Young Werther. And Elective Affinities and a novelette. Again, 1882. I tried reading it once. I mean, I've read his travels in Italy, which I loved. Well, that's what, this is William Meister's Apprenticeship and Travels. And this is translated by Thomas Carlyle. This is 1882. So a nice little set of Goethe. The others, the one's really in excellent shape. The other ones are okay. And then, because Steve was talking about it the other day, you got a Brideshead Revisited in this rather well-loved edition, and it does not have a dust jacket, but this one is Brideshead Revisited, The Sacred and Profane Memories of Captain Charles Ryder, a novel by Evelyn Waugh, and this is Little Brown and Company, Boston, and it's 1946. Copyright 4445 by Evelyn Waugh. Published in 1946 and reprinted in 1946 6 times. Well, this isn't worth a whole lot of money, but I don't have a copy and its price was right. Here we have a Waverley novel by Scott. Rather mundane edition, but this is Count Robert of Paris, illustrated. And it's part of a set, and it would have been the 22nd volume in the set. And they have a lot of these here. This one I took because it was in good shape. So, let's see here. I know they have illustrations in this one because they've got a list of them. This sort of thing. Then we got here, Mistress Bashams Repose by T.H. White. Again, no dust jacket. One of those books I absolutely love. These are the end papers. Many of you will be familiar with this book. This was, let's see here, illustrated by Fritz Eichenberg, G.P. Putnam's and Son, New York. And this is the 1946. And this one does also have illustrations. Actually excited to have this one. Really excited. Then a bruiser here, a little discolored. This is the Complete Plays by Gilbert and Sullivan. Let's see if I get it open here. Oh, I think I can. Illustrated by W.S. Gilbert, including 32 photographs by Jerome Robinson from recent performances of the Oily Cartier Company. I probably destroyed that. Garden City Publishing Incorporated, Garden City, New York. And this is from 1941. I'll give you an idea of the pictures. So stuff like this throughout the volume. So fun. This is part of the set. I don't even know why I grabbed it. This is Englishmen of Letters, Scott, Dickens, and Spencer. This would have been a big set. I think I've owned a later edition of it at one time. This came out in 1894, Englishmen of Letters. A little tape there, you see that? I didn't pay much for it, so it's fine. Let's see if we get any images. I don't think they do. So here's the start for Dickens. I don't know if they have like a... Oh yeah. So there you go. So you would have had these lined up on the shelf, and these would have been really nice to have. I wouldn't mind finding a set of those. These are a little more, going to take a little more care. Two of these. As you can see, quite handsome. I've got the little leather part here that can be re-glued. And these are the end papers. And this is, it's got one of those, we'll do it like this. Here, we'll start with this. Try to get the image here. There. Try not to rip it. This is published in New York by John Mortel Lovell at 14 and 16 Astor Place. You can see your title right there. This, of course, Sir Walter Scott. And the printer was F.A. Carpenter in Claremont, New Hampshire, which is right across the river. See that down in the bottom there? See the end marbling there. I'm sure there's illustrations, yeah, because I just went by one. And then right along with it, another same type of thing, little beat up there. Looks like it survived a fire or something, but it's probably just dirt. I don't know why it has this sticky note in it. Maybe somebody was reading it. That'd be something, huh? This is The Fortunes of Nigel. Get this for an image. Let me get the... Yeah, I'm struggling with this one. I've never read this one. Oh, there we go. This is 1879. And this one should have illustrations too. It's just a matter of finding one. Oh, here you go. So those two are pretty nice. And then finally, whew, it's a long video. You got the works of Tennyson by the Macmillan Company. And there he is. Get to the title page. So there's our poet. Like that. This is from 1892, and this 1898. I read it wrong. And to give you an idea how they lay down a page, they're double column. So what am I at? And Guinevere. So yeah, a heck of a book haul. So I spent $25 and came home with a lot of books. So now I need to go buy another bookshelf. So I hope everybody's doing well. Like I say, love my new enterprise, and hope you're all doing well. Thank you, BookTube.